Chapter 6. All Jokes Aside. That night Tara was lying on her bed reading a book. She heard a knock on the door.
I'll get it.
Karen opened the door.
Hi, Jamal, right?
Yes, Tyron in?
Sure, come on in.
Karen goes into Tara's room.
Tower, Jamal's here.
Tell him I'm not here.
Yeah, he can hear you.
You let that man get in the house?
Jamal pokes his head in the doorway.
I'm here to work on our homework. I promise you, that's it.
Fine, let's get this over with.
He walks into her room and closes the door behind him. He sits on the bed and seems a little uncomfortable. Tara just couldn't seem to get over his behavior these last few days.
So, have you thought of any names yet?
Why are you here?
I know you're not happy with me right now, and I don't blame you. It's just that me and John got history that you wouldn't understand. I'm sorry for everything, though.
So, what's your history with John have to do with me?
Even though I can't stand your ass 95% of the time, I still think of you as a friend. I just don't want you to get mixed up with somebody like him.
What is so dangerous about him?
You wouldn't understand. Just trust me on this.
I'll consider it.
They began their homework. Karen soon walked out. Jamal looked at Tara as she was quietly writing.
Can I have a glass of water?
She looked up at him, feeling a sense of déjà vu. But she puts her notebook down and gets up from the bed. She goes into the kitchen and he follows her. She pours him a glass of water. She didn't realize that Jamal was standing really close, and when she turned around, she bumped into his chest. She handed him his water.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He drank the water and handed the glass back to her. She puts the glass in the sink. When she turned back around, she bumped into his chest again.
To what?
What?
I'm welcome to what?
What else do you want?
You.
Jamal, let's not start this again.
Start what?
This joke is old. I'm not gonna fall for it again.
I'm not joking this time.
He gave her a soft kiss on the lips.
Let's get back to work.
She began to walk away, but he pulled her back by her shirt. He walked up real close behind her and gave her another soft kiss in her neck.
That's a good idea. Let's go back to your bedroom.
She could feel his hardness against her back. She walked away fast.
Maybe we should move to the living room.
Hey, the sofa works for me too.
Or at the kitchen table.
Oh, you got a little freak in you.
Maybe the library.
She goes into her room and he follows her. Before she could gather any of her books, he swung her around and stuck his tongue down her throat. She wanted to break away, but found herself enjoying it. He tries to lead her to the bed. That's when she broke the kiss. He still had his arms wrapped around her waist.
What are you doing?
I just want to experiment a little.
Experiment? What are you, a virgin?
Of course not. Am I a virgin, girl? You tripping.
I am not convinced.
Believe what you want.
I heard it hurts.
You'll never know until you try it. Please, I'll take you to the dance.
She tries to break his hold on her.
What's with you in this stupid dance?
Okay, I'm just playing. It'll feel good though, I promise.
She stopped struggling. Being with him felt so natural right now. It was like they had been together for years, though at this point she wasn't sure how she felt about him. A few minutes ago, she would have swore she hated him, but now she's not so sure. She takes a deep breath.
Okay.
I knew you liked me. You couldn't deny it.
If you hurt me, I'll kill you.
Nah, I ain't gonna hurt you.
Then he gives her a peck on the lips.
Take off your clothes and meet me under the blanket.
Tara began to unbutton her shirt. Jamal sat on the bed and watched her.
Okay, you're making me nervous.
I'll go in this corner and undress. Okay, we won't look at each other.
They turned their backs on each other. They both got undressed and got under the blankets.
So now what?
Not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
I mean, I forgot. Like, just give me a minute.
You better figure it out before I put my clothes back on.
He never made a move. He was just as nervous as she was and wasn't sure about how to make the next move.
Virgin.
I'm not a virgin.
Whatever, virgin.
She waited a little longer before she got irritated.
Okay, I've got better things that I could be doing.
She sat up in the bed with intentions to get out, but he stopped her.
Just lie down.
She laid back down in the bed, and he finally made his move. He was going to get on top of her when she stopped him.
You better not hurt me.
I won't, I promise.
He climbed on top of her. She felt him push between her legs.
Oh my God.
Feels good, right?
No, you're hurting me. Let me up.
She pushed him off of her.
Is it really that bad?
Yes, it hurts.
She sat up and saw bloodstains on the sheets.
Oh shit, I'm bleeding.
Of course you are. You're a virgin. That's normal. I think.
Think? How is it possible for a person who claims he had sex before to know nothing about it? Tell the truth. Did you have sex with a girl or your hand?
Okay, alright. So I never had sex before, but I watch a lot of movies.
Tyra's eyes widened.
I'm getting dressed.
Tyra, please relax. You don't trust me?
She laughs at him.
Okay, that was a dumb question, but let's give it a try, please.
Okay, but you had better be careful.
She lies back down and he gets on top of her. Then they heard the door open and shut. Karen was home. They looked at each other in shock.
Let's hurry up before she catches.
No, get off me so we won't get caught.
Tyra, are you in bed?
Yeah?
Suddenly, Jamal shoves himself inside of her. She let out a little scream, but he covered her mouth with his hand.
Girl, be quiet. What's wrong with you?
I'm on my lunch break, so I'll grab something and go.
They could hear her rumbling around in the kitchen. He began moving around inside of her.
Oh God.
What did you say?
Jamal paused for a moment.
Nothing.
Okay, I'll see you when I get off.
They listened for when the door opened and closed again. The second it did, Tyra started slapping Jamal on his head.
You stupid asshole. Why would you try to have sex with me with my sister in the house?
Tyra, please control yourself, okay? Chill out.
He grabs her hand and pins her down.
Gotta do something about that violent temper of yours.
Get off of me.
No,
Get off of me.
just relax.
I'm not playing with you. You better let my hand go or get the hell off of me.
Come on, don't be like that.
He gave her another soft kiss to help her relax. Then she sort of sunk into it. He let her hands go, and she didn't even realize it. Before she knew it, he was moving in and out of her. She wrapped her arms around him and closed her eyes. She got lost in the moment. At the end, she opened her eyes. She was surprised with how much she enjoyed him. She never pictured them being friends, let alone doing this. He looked at her and smiled. That smile normally aggravated her, but now she thought it was just the cutest smile she'd ever seen.
Now will you go to the dance with me, please?
Yeah, I'll go. But only because you won't shut up about it. It has nothing to do with the fact that we just had sex.
Of course not. Yeah, I understand.
He smiled again and kissed her.
Wanna do it again?
Go home.
I'm going.
He rolled off of her slowly. He got out of the bed, got dressed, and left. Tyra fell asleep thinking about him. She believed that this could be the start of a beautiful thing.